So as we know, the current big thing in AI right now is AI video generators. So today we're going to be looking at Higgsfield, which allows us to generate images, videos, and basically anything we want right here on the platform.
This is your mid-video boss fight. Defeat the like button and smash subscribe.
So I'm going to show you a few different workflows. The first is how we create a character and actually get a video out of that. And then how can we actually make that character speak the lines that we want. And finally, I'll show you a bonus workflow at the end, so make sure you stick around for that. So firstly, we have one really good thing for creating characters on Higgsfield, which is Nano Banana Pro. So Nano Banana Pro is the current latest model from Google to generate images, and it's the best by far. So on other models, while you need to use special tags and stuff to get the image the way you want, on Nano Banana Pro, we can simply type what we want in plain English, and the model will kind of understand what we're saying and just generate the image straight away. So I'm just going to say a dragon character in a cartoon style, and I'm just going to add close-up there. So we're going to generate a few of these, and I have the image size wrong, so I'm going to set this by 16 to 16 by 9. So I've set it to 16 by 9. This is the YouTube size. You can also do other sizes here, like mobile is 9 by 16, and they also have widescreen, which is 21 by 9. So depending on what you're making, you choose the size there, and then the quality, I'm just going to leave it at 2K. And yeah, we can just generate these images. Okay, so we have quite a few characters to choose from here. I'm just going to go with the first one here because it's pretty good. And it's basically exactly what we want, just a cartoon dragon with a slightly blurry background. We don't really care about the background here. And we're just going to download this. So now that we have our image, we can switch over to the video mode right here. And we can basically choose whatever model we want. Cdance 1.5 Pro is really good. And we also have WAN 2.6 and 2.5. They're both uncensored and stuff, and they go up to 10 seconds. If you use something like Cdance or Google Veo, sometimes you get restricted there. But with WAN, there's basically no censors and stuff like that. But we're going to stick with Cdance right now, and we're going to drop in our image right here. And while this is loading, we're just going to say the character flies around. So this is kind of the basic way of prompting. I'm going to show you the better way of prompting Cdance after this, but I just want to show you what kind of results we get from this first. So for the duration and aspect ratio, I just left it at 12 seconds and 9 by 16, which was the default it was already set to. And then we have resolution options of 480 or 720p, but on different models, you get different resolution options and different durations. The aspect ratio is basically the same on all models. And you also have an auto aspect ratio here. So if you have a custom sized image, you can just drop that in here, set it to auto, and it will generate in the same aspect ratio as what you dropped in. Okay, so we have our result, and the dragon basically just flies around exactly as we asked for. Now this is just a basic prompt, and the reason why I have it in this size is because this is perfect for YouTube Shorts. So if you want to run a faceless YouTube channel, this is the workflow you'll use. Just generate your character in the images mode with Nano Banana Pro, drop it in here, and then get something with the character flying around or doing whatever you need. Also, you can enable audio here to get like audio playing in the background. But again, if you're going to use this for YouTube Shorts, I recommend leaving the audio off and then adding audio in YouTube. But yeah, this is the basic way of prompting Cdance, but now I'm going to show you a more specific way of doing it. Okay, so these are some special tags you can use in Cdance and some other models as well, like Google Veo. And basically you can specify the time right here. So I've got from 0 seconds to 2 seconds, the character falls over. And then from 2 seconds up to 12 seconds, which is the limit of this video generation, the character gets up and starts flying. So we're going to do the same thing, leave the audio off, and we're going to keep the aspect ratio and stuff the same. And we're just going to hit generate here. Okay, so we have our result here, and basically the character just starts running, and then he falls over exactly as we've asked for. And then he gets up and starts flying away, which is exactly what we had in the prompt right here. So that's how you'd use the special tags in Cdance and also in Veo 3 to get specific actions to happen at a certain time in the video. Now, once you're happy with this, we can move on to a different workflow, which is how we create avatars that actually speak. Now, there's two ways we can do this. One is by actually typing in the text that we wanted to say, but in that case, it's going to give us a different voice each time, which is probably not what we want. So we can just record that voice ourselves, and I have one right here, which I'm just going to play for you.
Hey, you should subscribe. We do loads of videos like this, and I'm sure you're gonna like it here.
Okay, and then we just head here into Lip Sync Studio under the video tab right here. And we can basically drop in our image right here, which I'm going to do. And then we click on audio here. And under the upload section here, we can drop in our audio clip. So I'm going to do that right now. And the audio will take a second to load. So while that's loading, we're going to type in our prompt here, which is basically just the character speaks. We don't really want it to zoom out or anything like that because we already have a perfect image to use. So with that, we're just going to wait for the audio to finish uploading, which it has, and I'm going to select that. So now we just need to choose our model. There's a few to choose from here, but the two I recommend are Kling 2.6 Lip Sync and Kling Avatars 2.0. So we're going to stick with Kling Avatars 2.0. Make sure we have the correct image and sound because this does take a couple of minutes to generate. And then we're just going to select the quality here, either standard or pro. Standard is going to be 720p and pro is going to be HD 1080p. So we're just going to hit generate right here. And I'll be back after this is done loading. Okay, so we have our result here, which I'm just going to play for you on screen now.
Hey, you should subscribe. We do loads of videos like this, and I'm sure you're gonna like it here.
And that was pretty good. Now with this, you can make a lot of stuff, like the example I showed you at the beginning of the video, and I use those clips mostly in the middle of my videos to try and get people to subscribe. You can also make intros and outros or product videos or whatever you're doing. You can just get whatever character you want to say whatever you want. And as you saw, the lips and stuff are synced perfectly, so it looks like it's an actual animation of this character speaking, which I guess it is. And yeah, with that, I'm going to show you one more workflow right now, which is how you can actually get overlays and sort of transparency in your videos. So for this, we're going to head back into the image generator, and we're going to do something really simple here, which we can just get this image a different way, but while we're here, we might as well use it. We're just going to say a plain green screen. So we're going to leave this at 16 by 9, or you can change it to whatever resolution you want. And we're just going to hit generate here. Okay, so now that we have our green screen image, we can just go ahead and download this quickly. And then we're going to switch into the video tab here. Now for this, we're actually going to get rid of the image in here and the prompt as well. And we're going to change this to 16 by 9, which is the standard YouTube resolution. And we're going to head into downloads here, and we're going to drag over that transparent image that we have. Well, not transparent, it's a green screen. And we're going to say something like a little monster pops up from the corner. And yeah, once this is done loading, we just hit generate here. And we also want to mention here that the screen has to stay green the whole time. Okay, so I just added in keep the background a solid green color. And I'll show you why this is important in a few seconds once this is done generating. So I'm just going to generate down here. And for this, I know we're generating it in 720p, and if you're making a YouTube video or something, you really want that in 1080p. But for this specific example, since we're going to have a transparent background, it doesn't really matter what size it is because we're going to be downscaling it anyway. So we have our final result here, which I'm going to play for you on the screen now. And to get rid of this green screen, it's basically pretty simple. If you don't already know how to do it, I'm just going to show you quickly. So you take whatever video editor you use. For me, it's DaVinci Resolve. And you basically just drag your clip in here. And depending on what video editor you have, it will have a tool in it to just remove the green screen from that video. So I'm going to drag this and drop it in here. And then I'm going to skip forward a bit so we can see the character and the green screen. And then I'm going to switch over to the other tab here, and I'm just going to add in a delta key. Now, this isn't really a video editing tutorial, so if you guys want that, make sure you leave a comment down below. But yeah, you just select the color you want here, and boom, the background is gone. So this is how you would remove a background from any video with a green screen, and how you would generate that quickly in Higgsfield using Nano Banana Pro and whatever video model you want. I recommend CDance 1.5 Pro, or also Google Veo 3.1 gives a slightly better result. But for most purposes, CDance 1.5 Pro is what you're going to want to use. So yeah, that has been the video. I showed you 3 different workflows. I hope you guys enjoyed it and find it useful. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Congratulations, you've reached the end. Your reward, the sacred like button. Smash it.